Hi everybody, Kira here at Unfurl, and today's video is why do we overeat? And I'm making this video today because one of the community messaged me the other day, left a comment and said would I make a video on this subject. And what can I say on the subject? I have my own relationship with food that has been pretty messy over the years, and I don't really know very many women who have a particularly positive relationship with their body and with food. It's become so loaded and so fraught with danger and badness and sin and yet at the same time it's pleasurable, it's invigorating, it's nourishing, it's comforting. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, really, food. And the person who left the comment was saying that they were finding that they were overeating a lot and then feeling frustrated that they weren't just going out into life to do the things that they want to do. And so then they were eating more because they were feeling bad about themselves. And I know this cycle, I know this trap of eating because we don't feel good. So we eat to give ourselves some comfort, but then we feel bad about eating stuff. And then so we try and drown out the feeling of feeling bad by eating some more. And it just goes on. And I know that. And I'm not so stuck in that these days, although the truth is there are times when I don't want to feel my feelings. I've learned so many skills. Some days I'm able to make a piece of art, or I can go for a walk, or I can journal, and I can do all those amazing healthy things. But other times I just want to feed my face. And I know when I'm doing it, I don't want to feel my feelings. But I think the difference in what happens for me now is rather than getting stuck in the cycle of shame afterwards, going, oh, I'm so bad, I'm such a loser. I don't shame myself in that way. The question that I would always ask myself now is, what did I not want to feel? So I never get stuck in what I've done. I'm more curious about why I've done it. What was I trying to avoid? And somehow that breaks the cycle. I don't go down the spiral of shame, which I then need to comfort with more food. I'm more interested in what was that about, and am I ready to feel it now? And sometimes I am ready then to feel the feeling. So that's the first thing. And the second thing I'm going to say is to the person who sent in the message, but also to anybody else who's stuck in this cycle. If we're not going out into life and doing all the things that we know we should be doing or that we want to do, it's not because we're losers or we're bad people or we're lazy. There's a reason why we're not going out into life. So rather than judging ourselves and shaming ourselves and saying, I should be doing that and I'm so awful because I'm not doing that, it's more productive to be curious about why am I not able to? What is it that's happening for me that stops me going out into life? Because what you might find is that there's a very scared part, an inner child, who may have experienced trauma, may be a very sensitive child, may be neurodiverse, various reasons where life can feel overwhelming. And if this inner child is feeling overwhelmed and scared of life, but there's no inner adult part who can comfort that part and reassure that part, it's okay, we'll figure this out, then we're asking a child to go out into life and fend for themselves. And this is all happening unconsciously, obviously. So that child is going to resist taking the action that we as a rational adult know we should be taking, without realizing that inside us unconsciously is a child part that, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go out there. I won't be able to. I won't be good enough. Like, that's a huge one. I might not be good enough. I might fail. I might be rejected. Or for me, one of the things that I realized was I might have a bit of success And then people will expect something from me and I might not be able to meet their expectations. So there's a whole load of underlying reasons why you might not be going out into life and just getting on with the stuff that you want to. So if it's possible, rather than feeling bad about yourself for not doing it and punishing yourself, it might be more helpful to get curious about what is it? What's the underlying experience that is causing the procrastination, or is causing the inertia, the desire just to, that total loss of energy. People, think that that's laziness, but it's actually not. It could be fear. So there's always going to be an underlying reason why you're not just going out into life. There's always going to be an underlying reason why you're overeating. And it's not because you're greedy. It's not because you're a pig. It's not because you're a loser. It's not, you have no self-discipline. It's none of those things. There's an underlying reason. There's a part of you that needs help. So unless you actually turn to that part, and like, I don't know that it's really possible to do this on your own. I really do think working with a therapist is the best way to find out what the core issue is, so that you can kindly meet this part of you that needs help and needs support, needs comfort. And when this part feels comforted and heard and understood and supported, the automatic turning to food will slowly shift as we become more self-supporting. And even when we're doing that, we're self-supporting and we're self-soothing and all that stuff, you may still want to, every now and again, need to go and have a big bender and eat whatever you can find in the cupboard. And that'll happen or not happen, but understand the why behind it. What was going on for me there that I needed to do that? How could I do it differently? So that's a more compassionate way of meeting the self who is imperfect. And we're all just trying to manage life the best that we can. And somewhere in our earlier life, we found food. And it brought comfort, it brought pleasure, and it got us a bit high if you're eating loads of sugar. And it takes the pain away for a moment. So it's an understandable drug of choice, Be kind, be compassionate, be understanding with yourself. When you learn other skills and you have a better way, you'll use it. Okay, that is it for today. I am sending everybody lots of love. And if you're out there having big, food binges, I am sending you loads of love. It's really hard. And I know that. I really do. So please, please, please be kind to yourselves. All right, lots of love, everybody. And if you're enjoying the videos, please like and subscribe.